Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Command Your Confidence. Today I'm joined with Alpha Villains and Afi Kingdom. What up, guys?
What's up, bro?
Rock and roll. So today we all want to talk to you about having confidence in today's dating world because it's tough out there for both guys and girls because society has changed and everything. And I figure we can open up by discussing, why that is, in certain ways we can overcome that, and how we can be more confident when dating or just getting out there, just trying, if you're a guy or a girl just trying to meet someone and stuff. Before we go into the show, remember to subscribe below and check out Alpha Kingdom's channel, the Alpha Kingdom podcast, and the Alpha Villains channel. And let's get rolling, guys. So, who wants to start, me or?
Go ahead, Fee.
I got because the reason why. Actually, I'm premiering new information. I never even heard nobody say this.
Oh wow! Rock on.
It is though. Watch.
Let's go.
This is the reason why dudes don't have confidence. I mean, you hear it, but I'm gonna kind of say it a different way. So the dudes don't have confidence because they care about sex too much. So by men caring about sex too much, what happens is a chain reaction. So they care about sex too much. So then the next finger, which is the bigger one, they do anything to get it, right? And by doing anything to get it, fire bars, golly, bro, where is it?
Go ahead, bro.
So look.
That is some fun.
So first, you want it, and you do anything to get it. So once you do anything to get it, then it gives it way more value than it's supposed to have.
Exactly.
So then you see how it went up. It sloped. Hold on, it sloped up. So now it has way more value. So when things that have more value that you can't get, it lowers your confidence. Yep. Think about anything. Think about a diamond that you want that you can't have. You want that diamond. You need it. You just want to put it in your ear. You know what I'm saying? But then you looked at the price tag. You feel me? It was 20 bands. You only got 2 bands. So you know you can't get it. And the fact that you can't get it makes it more valuable. And the fact that it's so valuable when you can't get it, it discourages you, lowers your confidence.
Because you value it too much, right? And you place on the pedestal, you're gonna mess up. When you're for instance, if guys with a very attractive girl out there, and he's not confident in himself, and he places too much value on the girl, like a girl places value on a diamond ring. If he wants to go after that, he's just going to be all caught up in his thoughts and stuff, and just it's just going to keep him from either taking action, or if he goes in to interact with that person, that woman, I should say, he's just going to mess it up because he's trying too hard to impress her, and he's placing her on a pedestal.
Yo, absolutely. That's a good. You definitely broke it down what he said. I want to piggyback on what he said and what you said too. When Afi went there, I think about it like
who said it?
Ghost Gang.
Nobody said it.
Ghost Gang. Yeah,
tell me who said it like that. Nobody. You can't.
No doubt.
It hasn't happened.
I know.
I watch content too. I be looking for shit.
Right, so so he sparked me up. So basically it's like inflation. It's like pussy inflation. It's like the government keeps printing out money, and what happens when the government keeps printing out money? The value of the money goes down. So now pussy's inflated because guys care about it too much, and then they do whatever it takes to get something that has no value.
But they do have value.
Right now, it feels good. We all want it, but there's a way. If you're hungry and you like something cooked a certain way, you're not going to just go somewhere and just eat it, right? If you have discipline as a man, you're going to wait to go to a place or have somebody cook it the way you want it to be cooked. So, like Afi said, confidence comes when you can attain something. But on the back end, when you start doing extra shit to make it less attainable, and you don't do the shit that makes it unattainable, right? You with me? Mm-hmm. You will never get what you want, and your confidence will be shot. Mm-hmm. So you are in control of your confidence, because you boost your confidence and you make sure that whatever you want, you have to build yourself up to be able to attain it without inflating something else. The only thing you should be inflating is your ego and your confidence.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you know,
That was deep.
but you gotta inflate your confidence. But I think a lot of people, like guys, tend to.
Can you hear me good? Yeah.
Yeah, we got you.
We hear you.
I changed some shit around. That's why I asked.
Now you good.
Yeah, you're good, Athi. Rock on, man. So I think too, like a lot of, you know, I was like this too. Like I kind of like focused more on girls instead of myself and everything. And I think that's a little bit, a lot of us, you know, trouble a lot of us guys have. We focus a lot on the girls. We want the sex. We want it, you know, the girl to like us. We're gonna do whatever it takes for them to like us. And therefore, like you know, value. You talk about the value, putting the girl on the pedestal and everything. And instead, the guy should just be focusing in on himself. And I mean, yeah, it's cool to go out there and have, you know, meet girls, but like, and you know, have fun and do whatever. But at the same time, though, like I think a lot of people today just don't focus. They forget about themselves and they focus more about other people.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I've done it before, but I've done it on particular women. I've never just been chasing to the point where I'm neglecting myself. No, but I have had particular women who I took from myself just because I felt like that was the honorable way. You know what I'm saying? It ain't never been like on the super cupcakey thing, but just stuff like compromising. I'm not good at compromise. I don't like to, but me having a relationship, even if I don't like it, that's what you're supposed to do, right? That's just the way it is. It's, you know, you got to give and take some. You give some, you take some. That's just the way it goes. So I'm compromising shit that I know I just really don't need to, regardless of me being fair or not fair. Certain stuff, it's just like, man, I shouldn't. It could just be anything little, like, you know, I might have something to do, and she may want me back at 6, and I know I need to be 7, and I inconvenience myself trying to make her, and then she got an attitude about something else.
Rob, I want to piggyback on what he said for your subscribers as well, because I think it's very important. Notice what he said. There are moments, right, where you're gonna want to willingly compromise, give yourself, compromise yourself for someone else who is worthy. Afi said that there's been instances where he's done that, but not for everyone. Mm-hmm. So let's simplify it. Guys, women, beauty is relative. So let's say you have 5 women that are beautiful. Not all of them require or deserve you to compromise yourself because they are all beautiful. You have to look beyond the exterior. You have to look beyond her soul to see if it matches with you. And if it does, and she rewards you and she acknowledges the value that you have in yourself, Rob, then that is a person that is worth considering compromising yourself. Not because she's beautiful, but because she shows you that she is worthy of a compromise from you, bro. That's what it is.
I agree with you 100% on that one, buddy, because like I know I value my time. Like I tell you both, I always got a lot going on and stuff, and like, you know, actually like I was out, you know, Sunday for a baseball game. Normally I wouldn't do that on a Sunday. I'd just be focusing on my business stuff, but you know, this girl that I've been hanging out with, like, she's been really cool and everything, just good vibe, you know, just has a great aura and stuff, you know, very respectful and everything. So, you know what, you know, and she's always asking me when we're gonna hang out. And, you know, so I figured, well, hey, I'll make the time, you know. And it's tough, but, you know, I'm willing to make that sacrifice and I can rearrange my schedule accordingly. But yeah, I've had certain instances too where people have wanted my time, or they wanted me to, like, you know, I actually recently had like an ex to say, can you call me up and see if I can help her move? And I was just like, no, I got too much going on. And I didn't value that because I rarely talked to her. And like, I know she only called because she wanted something from me and didn't, you know, she didn't want to know how I was doing. You know, she asked, she's like, hey, how's it going? And then threw that in. So I know how to be more aware of that.
Good.
Whereas before, I say like 4 or 5 years ago, like, you know, I just didn't really, because I was just more focused on pleasing the other person the woman, I should say, like, and I mean, it just with clients too. I would like, kind of go out of my way, go the extra mile when I shouldn't have done that. And like, it ended up in a lot of heartbreak afterwards.
Absolutely. And it's good that you learned that. It's good that you went through that. You know what I mean? I posted something the other day on Instagram, and I said something to the effect where I'm so glad I experienced love in the 90s. And what I meant by that was love in the 90s. This is real shit. This was before social media. I mean, women were women back in the day, but what I'm saying is love in the 90s. I got my heart broken in the 90s. I've experienced what I would consider to be love in the 90s. And it was a little bit more genuine because people didn't have all this attention. You gave them their attention in real time. So I say that to say this: I've learned and I've had an experience. The fact that before 5 years ago, you were so eager to get a lifeline from your ex, you would do anything for her at the drop of a dime. But now that you've had some discernment, you've invested in your time for yourself, you've invested into content and coaches that can mentor you. Mm-hmm. Now you understand what she was doing. So it's all about growth, bro. If you don't learn from your mistakes and you're not open enough to listen to someone who's older than you, doesn't mean that they don't have to be from the same walk of life. They can be totally different. We have experiences that you guys can only dream of. And if you are willing to learn from someone who's had their experience, it'll only make you better, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. It's all about trial and error and just kind of like being aware. Like I'm in a totally different place mentally than I was like a couple of years ago, and so I kind of look back and I just kind of like oh my god, like some of the freaking changes that I've made. It's caused me a lot less stress in my life, and it's helped me be more wise when it comes to dating and stuff like that. I don't know if you guys have been anything like that too. Like I'm sure you have. You guys are wise.
I'm totally different in a different space than a few years ago. And that's as far as everything. It's not even as far as, in dating, or this is why I don't want kids anymore, or I don't want to relate. It's just different. It is, man, I'll tell you like this. And this no disrespect to anybody that I know. But if we haven't really interacted within the past 3 years, you don't know me. You may know you may know like how I talk, or my mannerisms a little bit. You might know me since a chick, but you don't know me. You don't know me enough who I am now to even reference me. There's no disrespect. Like, this guy named Afi. Oh yeah, I went to school with him. He like this. Like, no, you can't. That's all. You gotta stop at I went to school with him. Mm-hmm.
That is deep.
It's a vibe.
That is.
Remember what we said, Rob, last episode you had me on, we talked about your friends, how sometimes on your journey of betterment, you start to lose people. You start to lose people that were resonating with you, and all they had with you were memories. And we said, where are they now, right? So now, because you're continuing to grow, What did Afi say? Afi says something crazy. He says that if you haven't interacted with me in the last 3 years, you don't know me. And that is synonymous with the amount of time he's been doing this YouTube content, 3 years. Mm-hmm. So what he's saying is that his passion, his drive, what he is doing has changed him so significantly. The people from the past probably won't recognize him. Mm-hmm. Same thing for you, same thing for me, bro. And again, we talked about it. It's lonely, but not really. Because I feel like at 47, the people that I'm vibing with now, I'm going to die knowing them because I'm on that level now. Like, it's like, okay, yeah, we're going to break bread. We're going to be doing like real shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit that matters. The fourth quarter. You know what I'm saying? I'm in my fourth quarter of my life. And I know you're younger. I want you to try to make sure that you understand the game of life. Games are won in the fourth quarter. So if you're younger, take your time and continue to build, bro, because you're gonna win if you stay on your path, bro. Mm-hmm. Just letting you know.
Oh, yeah.
Let me say this, Rob, please. Let me just say this, because this is important. So AV, before I talked to Rob before, and I was telling him that doing YouTube is cool, and I like meeting people and networking and stuff, but if I didn't have a tribe or other people passionate, I would have gave up. So I want you to kind of even tell him from your perspective, like how important it is. Because I told him just like, you don't need a group, but you need at least one other person. Because we webinar, people like you need to reach out to one of them cats. You don't wait for it to come to you. Like you can really vibe with somebody and they can really help you. They can help you through them actually helping you and just help you mentally or help you by challenging what you think. And you like, if you don't have that, you're missing a whole part of it.
Absolutely. Let me say this, Rob, and he's absolutely right. And we talked about this last time, you and I as well. Your tribe, iron sharpening iron, being open-minded, listening. You know what I mean? Like, it's important when you don't have to force something, a relationship, a romantic relationship, a business relationship, a partnership. You don't have to force something. Why? Because the energies are in line. And this what continues to motivate you. This dude right here, bro, you know what I mean? I feel like I've known him for a very long time. And I don't think it's been a year yet. It hasn't even been a year. Yeah. So my point is, as you can see, he hooked me up with you, and we've had some good times, and we're dropping gems. The point is this. I'm rambling. It's important to be around people that motivate you, that challenge you, and that you can learn from, because we all can learn from each other. If the people from your past don't want you to become better, bro, you have to continue to let them go and bond and rise with other people that do, because we don't know each other, but we have the same goals, and it's different. It's a different bond, bro.
Don't be scared to talk to strangers, bro. You can meet your best friend on YouTube. Like, how you know that? How you know that wasn't the plan anyway? How you know that wasn't? You getting the good shit, Rob. God damn, I need to fucking release this.
No, but I totally 100% fire agree with you on this stuff, because I have those past I would say 2.5 years, I have worked with a lot of people along the way on my journey, and that's what it has motivated me, inspired me. I was telling Afi the other day, how he kind of got me into the whole book writing thing and YouTube stuff, and and then I was saying, dude, I'm changing the name on my Instagram to the Command Your Confidence, because I'm gonna get stuck. So it's just like they have that power that just kind of influences you to succeed.
Right.
And believe you got to, if you're gonna succeed, you got to be open-minded to what they say, and you got to practice what they tell you, because you don't practice what other people tell you, it's going to be stuck.
You're screwed. Exactly. Facts.
Look, bro, I'm telling you, just really think about how life is. Just seriously, let's just think. So this is how life is. Okay, you're born. Where you're born, you don't know. It's not your choice. Just wherever the hell your parents happen to meet up, and then where they live, that's where you from. It can be New York, it can be Blue Town. That it's not on you. So then you're supposed to grow up, meet your best friends, meet a woman in that town or college. Let you go to college, then you have one other chance. Right? You got one more shot. And then if that don't, then that's your soulmate. Either your soulmate gonna be there, or where you from, or friends. Either your friends gonna be you went to school with them, or work, or sports. No, that don't even make sense. But that's how people live, and that's what they do. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a whole world of people. Like, the internet makes it obtainable, because you would meet people you would never meet, but you're supposed to meet them, though. That's why it's a cheat code. See, people don't understand that. So you always hear on Tinder, oh, it's a cheat code. You know what I'm saying? It's way easier to get chicks. All you got to do is lay in your bed and stuff. It's way easier to meet the people who going to level you up in life, too. I ain't never heard that before.
Yeah, right? No, that's true.
It's way easier for that. Look, if I'm a scientist and I'm in Oakland, there might not be no other scientist in Oakland for me to hang out with. But guess what? It may be one in Seattle, and boom, we like the same thing. I'm a gamer, for instance, and he's a gamer.
Mhm.
right? We follow each other's thing. Boom. We're scientists too. Oh wow. Boom. Connect. Life-changing connect though.
Mhm.
You see what he's saying? He's saying, and this is for your audience, and this is for the topic too, to kind of circle it back. Don't be afraid to talk to strangers.
Mhm.
You don't know until you don't know. And the only way you don't know or you know is if you approach someone. Listen, man, you can approach a dude that's a web designer as well that has the same interests as you. He's got a hot cousin or he's got a hot sister.
Uh-huh.
And you're so cool, he hooks you up with the sister. He does the heavy lifting for you. So remember, sometimes the answers are in front of you, but they're not dressed as you expect them to be. Remember that Indiana Jones movie with the goblet? He went for the rhinestone goblet, and it was messed up. Then he went to the dirty goblet, and it worked. You got to look beyond beauty. You got to look beyond the surface and try to get yourself some mental discernment to understand what you are capable of doing once you take away the exteriors, bro.
Mm-hmm. And I agree with you. Like you're saying, go out there and be social. I mean, you never know who you're going to meet while going out there being social. And I would encourage those who haven't really gone out there and be social to take small steps today just to be social. Not just if you're a guy wanting to go approach women, but just network with other people because. Or talk to anyone you see out there because you never know who you're going to meet. Like when I always go out and about, I always try to make small talk, and sometimes I hit it up. I tell a person what I do. I tell them about this channel, and they're like, "Oh, cool, interesting." So I give them a card. They look at it.
Nice.
You never know